Good morning, everyone. Could y'all hear me? Yes, yes. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay. Is council there?
Good morning, Judge.
You look nice today.
The tie included?
Yeah, it's happening.
I was given a negative compliment on my
Are you
tie
kidding?
earlier today.
Oh no, it's fabulous.
I'm not feeling that.
Okay. First of all, I know we have a very, very crowded docket this morning. I'm going to do my best to get you in and out. I would just remind everybody this is a very, very limited hearing. I'm just going to be making some probable cause findings and giving you some information. So I'm just letting you know I'm not your judge. So I'm going to try to get us through this as swiftly as possible. If you hear your name, please come forward. Catherine Nunez. Catherine Nunez. Anybody?
She's here at Maine.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Nunez.
Good morning.
And ma'am, you have been arrested on one count of battery, domestic violence. I did find probable cause. I did set a bond of $500. I'm ordering no contact, direct or indirect, with the alleged victim. Alrighty?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, ma'am. You're all set. Rhonda Gutierrez.
North Broward Jail.
That's North Broward, Your Honor.
See, is that an amazing voice?
Yeah, that is Zachary Nether. He is a legend.
Rhonda Gutierrez, correct, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Also, you've been arrested on one count of domestic violence, battery. I did find probable cause. You do have a bond. It's set at $1,000. I'm ordering no contact, direct, indirect, with the alleged victim. Thank you very much.
Who is that?
That's it. Try to bond out. Gwendolyn Hernandez.
She's here present, Judge, at Maine.
Thank you. Excellent. Thank you. Good job. Good morning. Good morning, Ms. Hernandez. You have been arrested on one count of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. I did find probable cause. You have a bond of $7,500. I'm ordering no contact, direct or indirect, with the alleged victim. No weapons, of course, no firearms of any kind. Thank you very much.
Judge, one request. My
Sure.
understanding is Ms. Hernandez needs access to her phone contacts in order to call someone to post her bond.
Of course. I would
Thank
do
you,
that, of
Judge.
course.
Appreciate it.
You bet.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Good luck. Angelica Francis.
Ms. Francis is approaching.
Okay. Good morning, Miss Francis.
Good morning.
Ma'am, you have been arrested on one count of aggravated stalking, domestic violence. I did find probable cause. Bond is set at $5,000. I am ordering pretrial release supervision upon bonding, level 2, no contact, direct or indirect. Of course, that means any texting or over social media, and that is the terms. Thank you.
Your Honor, just so you're aware, on Miss Francis, she's got a lot of priors, including violent priors, recent 15 battery with a VOP, 16 violation of domestic violence, another 16 violation of domestic violence.
Well, I have her on pretrial release on ELO.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Judge, respectfully, Ms. Francis has asked me to request something from the court. She's a stay-at-home mother. She has 2 children, a 1-month-old and a 1-year-old. She is living separate from the alleged person that this injunction is related to. Judge, she's residing with her own father in Coral Springs. Respectfully, her father doesn't have any sort of financial ability post-bond.
Okay, I'm not changing the bond.
No, well, we're asking you to consider pretrial level 1, so it's basically house arrest so she could take care of her children.
It's denied.
So she'll be
Thank you.
confined to her residence.
It's denied.
Thank
Thank
you,
you. James Talata.
North Broward again, Your Honor.
Fantastic. Good morning, sir. You have been arrested on one count of domestic violence battery. It is a disturbing fact pattern, just for the record. I have set bond at $10,000. I'm ordering no contact, direct, indirect, no weapons, no firearms, no ammo. Pretrial release, electronic monitoring with a restriction of 500 yards. Thank you very much.
Judge, a couple things. I did have an opportunity to speak with him. Just a couple things. I would ask the court to reconsider bond. He is living at a halfway house in Middle River. He's gainfully employed at that halfway house. He doesn't live with the victim. He has about $400 to $500 in his account. Would the court consider lowering the bond a little bit in combination with the pretrial release? I don't think he has any priors.
Denied. Thank you. Joseph Sebastian Duba. Thank you. Good luck. Duba.
Mr. Duva is here present,
Thank
Judge
you.
Maine.
Sir, good morning. You also been arrested on one count of battery, domestic violence. I did find probable cause. Bond is set at $5,000. I'm ordering no contact, direct, indirect, on pretrial release with electronic monitoring. Thank you. And no-
Judge, would you reconsider? This is a misdemeanor battery. He only gets paid about $300 a week, so financially, would you consider a $2,500 bond?
Can you afford your bond? Are you on probation? Are on bond or free?
I'll consider a $3,000 bond.
Thank you, Judge. And could you sign a phone order?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. LaHavius Thompson.
Mr. Thompson here present, Judge. He declined to service the public defender.
So noted. Mr. Thompson, just don't speak, because anything you say, of course, could be used against you. Very serious allegations, for the record. One count of domestic violence, battery. One count of domestic violence by strangulation. You also have a pending probationary matter, so this arrest triggered that violation under 948. You do have a hearing scheduled for your division, Judge, on Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. I am setting bond on count two, strike that on count one, 1,000, 10,000 as to count two, the strangulation count. In the event that you are able to bond out or the violation of probation is handled, obviously no contact, direct or indirect, with electronic monitoring and no weapons or firearms. Thank you. Good luck. Yusuf Hamra. I'm not going to say this right.
Judge, he's represented by Regional Conflict Counsel.
Oh, okay. So how does that work?
We would either have to place a call to them or place it on recall. I haven't had an opportunity to call.
Is that Stephen? Josh?
I don't know who his attorney is with Regional Conflict. I know that.
What we've done in the past, Your Honors, if we make a call over there, they will send the attorney or the person that's talking. That's what I believe.
Send them to the courtroom?
Yes, sure.
Is that what you're saying?
If we call confirmation, which they've done in the past.
Sure.
If they will sign this.
Sure.
Okay.
She's got some long message on her voicemail. I'm calling the office.
Oh.
I don't know the number to regional counsel.
Oh, I believe we have it here, Your Honor. Is
All
the
right,
number
well,
on the side?
well, just,
Yes, the number is 954-713-1220.
yes, this is Judge Lerner Wren calling from magistrate courts. We need a regional counsel for someone on the magistrate docket this morning. Oh, it's Yusuf Hamra, O-U-I, Hamraoui, arrest number 501-701141. Oh, I do have a case number, I'm sorry. It's 17003619, CF Tenay. No, I can't. I'm in the middle of a docket. Thank you. Okay. I'll put this on recall. Okay.
Just gonna-
Chaquanya Badger.
Miss Badger is here at Main, Judge. She's approaching. Come on up, Miss Badger.
Thank you. I'm looking for priors, if any. Miss Badger, good morning. You have been arrested on one count of battery. I did find probable cause. I'm just asking if there's
Nothing I see,
any
Judge.
priors. That's it. Not a whole lot to this PC affidavit state. I did find probable cause, but it doesn't give me any real context or anything like that. Madam, in pretrial, did you have a chance to screen her?
Just a moment, Your Honor.
Sure. Because I wouldn't have an objection.
It does appear that the defendant had no prior record. I mean, yes, she has no prior record. It doesn't appear that she has a permanent address, Your Honor. I'm verifying
Oh,
to see if that was what.
okay. Counsel? Oh, could he hear me?
Yes, Judge.
I was saying that I didn't have an objection, you know, if to reducing the bond and letting her be on pretrial, but the problem is that they cannot verify a permanent address.
At this time, unfortunately, she's encountered financial difficulty situations. She's homeless at this time.
I
She's
see.
been homeless for about 2 weeks. She doesn't know who can potentially post her bond. Judge, I know
Well, if she
that
does,
being
you know-
homeless still doesn't prevent a person from being on standard pretrial. She would still have to go and report physically in person, and if not, they would issue a warrant for arrest.
I
So
know
don't
it
know if
does.
you
I
consider
know
standard.
it doesn't prevent that, but I'm not comfortable with that. I mean, I understand exactly what you're saying. I agree with you, but I'm not really comfortable with that under those conditions. I would
In
really
the
like
alternative,
some.
would you consider reducing the bond then?
Yeah, I would reduce the bond. Sure, I'll reduce the bond to 500.
Thank you, Judge.
And maybe, and the only thing I would add to that is as she processes, maybe, you know, she is able to contact some relatives somewhere that could help her, you know, maybe, you know, you can certainly circle that back if any of the conditions change, correct?
Correct, Judge. And if you would sign a phone order, because she's going to try and go through her contacts
Yeah,
right now
of
to see who
course.
could come up with the bond. Thank you, Judge.
Yeah,
Appreciate
maybe
it.
somebody would let her stay with them and that will change the dynamic.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure.
And Judge, could you issue an order of no victim?
And no victim contact alleged, or no contact, and I don't get that. That's what I'm saying. There's no substance to that. Sarah Ospina.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Ospina.
Judge, she's at North Broward.
Okay.
She told me that she's represented by private counsel
Okay.
Alexandra Arcila, but I couldn't find their information.
Well, how
Maybe.
could she be? Oh, she was retained.
Yeah,
Hello.
she said that's what she told me.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you talk?
I do.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, you've been arrested on one count of trespass. I'm listening, and I understand that you may have counsel, you may not have counsel. You do have a bond. I did find probable cause. I was also willing to offer you a sentence to resolve your case if you wanted to, but that's up to you. Your bond is set at $100. It's a trespass charge.
Or how much time?
I would offer you a withholding of adjudication, no conviction, and no return to that location. That was, I think, the Greyhound bus station. Was that it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah. And just maybe, you know, don't go back there. What would you
Okay.
like? Would you like to do that?
The adjudication, yes,
The with-
but
it's a-
I don't have.
It's a
I
withhold.
don't have enough for bonds.
It's no
It's a withhold.
adjudication, no conviction. It's a withholding of adjudication. Just no return. Okay?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. You're all set. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, 6 weeks. Wendy Gibbons.
North Broward again, Your Honor.
Sure. This is a failure to court.
Felony capias, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Ma'am, you have an outstanding capias on a felony matter out of Judge Balley's division, and it has a $1,000 bond. Thank you. Odalis Fernandez.
Judge, she's also at North Broward Jail. What I can say is what I find troubling in my reading of the probable cause.
One second, please. could I just do my thing first and then you could do your thing first? After that, I mean. Ms. Fernandez, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. I would like to tell you to see if we can, I will try to, you swear me that I'm saying the truth and nothing but the truth so we can resolve this matter.
Okay, you could put your hand down. I understand
Okay.
that you really want to resolve the matter. I'm not able to do that from this court process. I'm just here to make a probable cause finding and give you some information, okay? And your
Yes, ma'am.
attorney just happens to be here today. Isn't that right, Oscar?
Yes, Judge, I
Yes.
saw her yesterday at the
So
jail.
your attorney is here and fully aware of what's going on. And just for the record, I did find probable cause. There is I'm setting bond on
Bonds-
count 5 at $300 and count 6 at $500.
Judge, I appreciate the court setting bonds, but what I find troubling is that in their probable cause affidavit, I saw her at the jail on May 3rd. It seems that when she's represented by the public defender's office, she's represented by counsel, we invoke her rights to remain sound, and then a detective with this agency decides to go interview her when she's represented by counsel.
Okay.
I just
Well,
want
you
to put
need
that on the record.
So
and that's-
noted. I mean, and and I really think that that's appropriate, to be concerned about that, and I think that needs to be taken up, obviously, with perhaps the police chief or sheriff or whoever that agency is. All right. Thank you very much. Good luck. And Bertha
Thank you.
Kachus. Bye-bye.
Hi, my lawyer. Hi,
Okay.
it's a good lawyer.
Hi.
He'll see you soon. Bertha Kajus.
Yes. Hold on, Your Honor.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
Good morning.
And I could use a little help. Failing to re-deliver a hired leased or some kind of leased property. I'm not really clear on what
Kajus?
that. What is it?
On Kajus,
Yes.
it's a ad charge, the
A
ad charge
vehicle, a
count 2 is
leased
a
vehicle?
VOP. One moment, Judge.
Thanks. One second, please. It's important because it.
Right, she has a bond on that case. There's a VOP, which is the case,
Right, but I have to make don't I have to make a
And there's
probable cause finding?
and there's a no bond on that, Judge.
And I'm not really clear what fraud use ID, is it fraudulent use to gain a leased vehicle? Is that what this is about? Do you want to put it on recall?
Yeah, can I put on recall,
I'm
please?
going to pass, and maybe you could explore that. Thank you very much. Next, I have Olga Castro. Olga?
North Broward again.
Ms. Castro, good morning. You have a violation of probation hearing. It's set for Monday at 8:30, and you'll see your division judge. All righty? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Carrie Moranen. I have a question. Carrie Moranen. Anybody? Moranen? I'm sorry? Oh, there you go. Good morning. Council's it's showing 2 counts of battery on a law enforcement officer. I see 1. So I don't know if I'm missing something, a page, or I do see that she has a 16 habeas on a 16 case, but I'm talking about the 17
17.
case.
It does appear from the PC that it is just one employee at the BSO. So then I ask that you find PC on just one.
Thank you.
One count.
And that's fine. I no PC as to count 2 at this time. Okay. So she does have bonds. Bond is set as to count 1 at $5,000. Battery on a law enforcement officer, alleged bitten. And there is an outstanding capias on a 16 felony, and that out of Judge Robinson's division, and that has a no bond hold.
Thank you, Judge.
State, that's a good question. Did you want time to perfect, or you feel that that's an error?
Can't walk around with you around. Huh?
Judge, if I can just verify that this is the only page of the probable cause affidavit?
Sure,
To
I'll
make
give
sure
you,
that there's
sure,
not another page attached, otherwise.
sure.
So
24,
Miss Moranin is on recall, Judge?
she's on recall.
Yeah, we can put on recall.
So she's on recall. Moranin?
Wait, no, Miranda's not on recall. Miss Kajus, wait, which one is on?
No, Judge.
Miss Kajus is on.
If we could just put on brief recall so I can verify that there's only one page of the
You want to
PC.
put this on recall, you
Oh,
don't want time to perfect?
right.
Okay, got it. Yes, both, I have two now.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Andrea Pacini or Pacine?
North
Not really
Broward, Your
sure.
Honor.
North Broward.
Thank you. Good morning, ma'am. How do you say your last name?
Piscine.
Thank you. I
Pacine.
appreciate that. Thank you. You have a violation of probation hearing that's going to be set for Monday at 8:30, and you'll see your division judge. All righty? Thank you. There's no bond.
Thank you.
Thank you. Betty Rawls.
So one.
North Broward.
Betty Rawls. Main Joe?
That's not North Broward, that's Main Jail.
Thanks.
Oh, then I guess she's en route, Judge.
Okay.
We were under assumption she was at North Broward.
Do you want me to pass?
I
We'll
can
put on
look her
recall
up and
then.
see if she got here yet. I'll check right now.
Oh, so she's at North Broward, or she's en route to North Broward.
Is she? She's en route to, oh, she might not make it till this afternoon.
Your Honor, we just looked her up. She's still showing Main Jail 2B.
Okie dokies. Well, if you find her, you let me know.
They're gonna try and locate her here in Maine.
And Freya Wieland.
That's North Broward.
Great. We always love North Broward.
Oh,
And,
thank you.
hi, Miss Wieland. Good morning.
Hi.
And ma'am, you have a violation of probation matter, and you will be seeing your division judge on Monday at 8:45. Thank you. There's
Your
no
Honor.
bond. Yes.
Am I able to say something?
I
This is
would
my
really
first
not
violation.
say anything. There's nothing to be said. I have no authority to do anything. Thank you very much. I need to move on. Thanks. Thacia Withers. Thacia Withers or Whiters. Anybody?
She's here present at Maine, Judge?
Thank you. And ma'am, good morning. Ma'am, you have been arrested on one count of possession of cocaine, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, one count of operating without a valid license. There's also two violations of pretrial release on misdemeanor, on a 17 misdemeanor case. That carries a $500 bond on those. I did find probable cause on all new counts. You do have a bond, and it's set at $1,000. Thank you. And all ROR on other counts. Mark Scammell.
Mr. Scammell is here at Maine, Judge. He's
to-
approaching.
Thank you. It's a trespass.
Judge, it's being Mr. Scammell. He's inquiring if the court would consider resolving his case today.
I would like to. Mr. Scammell,
Yes, ma'am.
how you doing?
How are you?
I'm great.
I'm hanging
Listen, I'm happy to resolve your case. Can you please just not go back to that Shoppers Haven?
I'll never go back.
Perfect. You're all set. It's a withhold, no return, correct?
Excuse me?
Withholding of adjudication and no return.
You got it.
Okay.
Do I need to swear in or anything?
Do you want me to?
Well, I don't know.
No,
So I
you-
got time served. I get to go home?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Jermaine Parkinson.
Mr. Parkinson is here present. Judge, he informed me he has private counsel, Mr. Jim Lewis.
Oh, good for you. Okay, so you have two outstanding cases, one petty theft, one driving while license suspended or revoked. You have a total bond of $500. So are you going to be able to bond out then? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. That's it. Alexis Rodriguez.
Mr. Rodriguez, here present, Judge, he's going to require a Spanish interpreter.
Okay, I'm going to have to call him. Alrighty, so we'll have to
Toma
pass
asiento, por favor.
for just a moment. Got a lot of passes.
Yes.
Hendrik Hunter.
Hunter.
Mr. Hunter.
Hello.
Hello. Mr. Hunter, are you awake?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Hunter, this is for an outstanding capias on a possession of cannabis. If you were interested in resolving or disposing of your case this morning, you certainly can. The offer of sentence would be a withholding of adjudication, no conviction, no cost, and I can give you time to pay.
Oh, you didn't hear? Just let her know you didn't hear, that's all.
Yeah.
Yes, you want to resolve your case by a plea?
Yeah.
Of a withholding of adjudication and costs?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, that's fine, you can do that. You're all set, thank you very much. Can you give me John Morton, BOP.
Mr. Morton, come on up, please.
I don't have a hearing date for him. Oh, and they don't skip, we don't get, oh. So what should I do, just tell him and that'll be shortly. Mr. Morton, you have an outstanding violation of probation matter on a criminal mischief, and your hearing will be shortly. I just don't have the hearing date right now. And there is no bond on that warrant.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, you're aware. Okay, good.
Good luck, sir.
Fitzroy Morton.
Judge, Mr. Morton's approaching. He would like to ask the court if you would consider resolving his case today.
I would, but I have to ask you something. And I'm happy to resolve it, but I can't. But I don't want you going back to the Salvation Army.
Okay, no problem.
Are you good with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then I'm good with resolving your case today. And if you want to resolve it, I'll offer you a withholding of adjudication and no return.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Yosel Chirino.
Oh. Hello, Mr. Trino. Hi.
Thank you. Mr. Chirino?
Yes.
You've been arrested on one count of using dangerous drugs, being and inhaling, ingesting harmful chemicals like.
Oh, he has a proper attorney.
So, that's really dangerous. It's lethal. Like huffing? So you do have a bond. I did find probable cause. You do have a bond of $25. Can you make that bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and can you get over to BARC and get
Sure.
screened for substance? And
Sure.
because that can cause brain damage. I'm not saying you did it. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just giving you some public health information.
Okay, I understand.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks.
Juan Gonzalez. Hi, Mr. Gonzalez. This is an
Hi,
open
good morning.
container violation. Did you want to resolve that?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure. Just to withhold and take judicial notice of time served, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Andrew Malign?
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Milne, actually.
I'm sorry?
Milne is how you pronounce the name.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you so
That's all right.
much, Mr. Milne. Mr. Milne, I was wondering if it's possible not to return to that location where you're panhandling, if you are panhandling.
Yes.
I mean, I understand life-sustaining activities. I'm just letting you know that, the city is really cracking down in terms of that kind of behavior, and it really creates quite the revolving door, correct?
I understand.
All right, you all set. Thank you. Just to withhold. Thank you. And maybe don't go back. Calvin Easterly.
Good morning, Your
Mr. Easterly is here present. He wishes to resolve his case.
Hi, Mr. Easterly. Didn't we just see each other this week?
It was a reset, I think.
It's a reset? Medical?
It was a medical reset.
Okay.
Did that last guy play out his case?
No, it's in
That last guy just
Oh,
play out his
never
case?
mind.
He just play out
So
his
you,
case?
I don't
Yes.
have to repeat myself, correct? You okay? Can you speak?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm just checking. All right. So I would offer you the same thing, a withholding of adjudication, and maybe, don't go back to that same location, correct?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
And just yeah. Do you want an appointment?
Yes.
Sure, of course. Just ask me. Just interrupt me,
Okay, yeah.
because I go too fast sometimes.
No worries, no worries.
Sure. Just say, Judge, appoint. Yes. Because you need your numbers, right?
Yes.
You need numbers.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, we have that going.
You want to? Yes.
I got you.
Yeah, I understand. It's my fault.
No worries.
Got to prove your work. That you're needed.
Exactly.
That there's an impact. Sure. Bradley Witt, is that you, sir?
Mr. Witt is here present, Judge at Maine.
I appreciate that. Mr. Witt, sir, you've been arrested on 1 count of petty theft, 1 count of possession of cannabis, misdemeanor, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia. There's 2 outstanding misdemeanors. And give me 1 second. I just want to look at something. If you want to, what I was going to suggest to him, counsel.
Yes, I want to resolve my cases, and
Yeah.
I didn't mean to miss court. If you just give me the court date, I'll come.
Why don't you listen and then you decide what you want to do, correct?
Okay.
Because what I was thinking is we take, maybe adjudicate on the petty theft, no return, withhold on the possession of cannabis and the drug paraphernalia, and kind of do a global plea giving him credit.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so let me explain that to the clerk. So she does. Oh,
To me, Judge.
awesome.
And counts 4 and 5, we took the clear on those also?
Yes. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Have a great day, ma'am.
Moises Cruz.
Mr. Cruz, come on up.
Good morning, Your Honor. George Odom on behalf of Ms. McLaurin.
Yes, and I would appoint you, just for the record.
I'm not going to ask the court to get involved in this matter.
Do not get involved. Understood. So I'm just going to tell him that there's 2 outstanding capiases and that he does have a bond on each, and they both total. Well, just a second. I just want to check something.
I want to make sure, Judge, that he understands. There's collateral consequences if he resolves these 2 counts. In addition to, I'm not sure if there's anything else that may be out there pending, so I don't want to put him in a compromising circumstance. If the court will allow me to briefly inquire, and if the court still wouldn't do resolve it today, then I'll be okay with that.
I want to resolve.
Just a second, sir. I don't know of any collateral consequences per se based on a review of the probable cause affidavit.
Well, I'm talking about the 893 violations. If you plead out to these 2 charges, the effect it will have on his driver's license, etc. So I don't know if I just want to make sure he understands that whether he has one or not is a totally different story. So if he's okay with that, then I'm fine with it.
Yeah, because I wasn't going to offer an adjudication.
Well,
I was just going to offer the withhold.
That's why I wasn't sure what the court's offering.
Yeah, sure, of course. So anyway, just to clarify, we've just reviewed the potential issues, and you can go ahead and counsel, you can tell him that he can resolve his case if he wants without consequence.
Yeah, Mr. Cruz, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we were just discussing what potential Department of Motor Vehicle consequences could result in adjudication with this case. However, the court is not extending an adjudication. She's extending an offer of a withhold on both counts and court costs.
Okay.
Do you still want to resolve your case today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. You're all set. So, I'll give you, thank you, sir, and I'll give you, 4 months to pay court costs as to count one, all right, and waive on the others. Thank you. He didn't even know. He just wanted to go. Kenneth Harris.
Mr. Harris is here present, Judge?
What was the name?
Great.
Kenneth Harris.
Traffic. Sir, you have been arrested for 1 count of driving while license suspended or revoked. You also have a current traffic matter pending with the KPS. 1 second, please. There are bonds, and they total $2,025 in total. Give me 1 second. I'm just waiting for a traffic. No, I'm not talking.
She's doing it. What page is it? Who's it after? 16. Who's it after? Let's see. We got Mitchell Harris. It should be around here. Here we go. Yeah, that's fucking. I was asked for 20. I was asked for 20.
This is the dynamic, counsel. I just want to talk about the dynamic and then maybe you discuss. According to his record, the license has been suspended since 2010. He has an older DUI where the interlock condition was never met, so that's a separate barrier, correct? He's got 2, I believe, DWLSs. So there's nothing within the 5 years, but those are the barriers. He's got some failure to pay, suspended since 10, and the interlock condition has never been met.
From what Mr. Harris advised me, Judge, he is working. He has a place to live, but unfortunately, he can't post that $2,000 bond. He's asking if you would consider resolving his case today.
Well, that's what I'm offering. I would.
Right.
But I want him to be aware. If I'm missing something, I'm not a guarantor that this isn't a technical third because he's got 2 cases pending. So he's in a superior position to know what his driving record is throughout the state of Florida, what's pending, what's not pending. I could only tell you what I see on the record. So if he wants to resolve, he certainly can. I would offer him a withhold on one and adjudication on the other, credit for time served. No driving. You need to work on getting your license restored, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so
Correct.
that's the offer. Adjudication on one, withhold on the other, and that would be 2. And again, I cannot guarantee that there's not a third out there somewhere where you could lose your driving privileges for 5 years. If there's a third out there, I don't see it, but I don't know. You're in a better position to know, correct?
Correct.
All right, good.
Correct.
You're all set. Wit? What did I do with that? These are all my other. These are all the other recalls. Sure, I didn't already hand it to you? No, I'm sorry. I didn't. So this one was the recall for regional council. I don't know if they're coming or they're not coming. Darius Brunson.
You're present, Judge, at Maine?
Yes, sir. You have been arrested on 1 count of battery. There is an outstanding KPS on an operating without a valid license. With regards to the issue of the battery, I did find probable cause. Give me 1 second, please.
Judge, I don't see any local priors.
Mr. Brunson in 2011, he was adjudicated for an assault and battery out of the state of Virginia. In 2012, there was a DUI, also an adjudication, and a record.
Thank you. Bond is set at $5,000. As to count 1, I'm ordering pretrial release, electronic monitoring, no return, no contact.
Judge, respectfully, Mr. Brunson, at this point, he's been residing in our community 3 years. He's at this time he's homeless. Unfortunately, as far as his work, he doesn't have any sort of financial resources, no money in the bank, no property. He did advise me he's a Navy veteran. He served from 2007
Okay,
to
good. Then he
2011.
should go into the Veterans Court.
Right. The only thing I'm asking is because he's homeless with the, I believe you imposed electronic monitor.
This is a very disturbing affidavit. I'm not sure if the state's going to be looking into this at all. I don't know in terms of enhancement, but that's the basis of the court's concern, that it represents significant public safety issues. So, I definitely think that the Veterans Court would be excellent for him.
Right. The only thing I'm asking, Your Honor, if you would consider deleting the pretrial release requirement.
No, I will not.
Impose a monetary bond.
No, I won't. Thank you. Good luck.
Yes, Judge.
Correct.
Nope. Who we waiting on? The Spanish? Okay. Oh, Reg. Oh, I think she just. I don't know what she said. I don't know if they're coming.
I don't know, State. This needs to be looked at. It doesn't seem to be in alignment.
Which one are we talking about? The last one?
Yeah.
Brunson?
Yes. Gregory Hankerson.
That's North Broward, Your Honor.
Sure.
And just to let you know, we found Miss Betty Rawls, and I have her here after Mr. Hankerson if you want him.
Oh,
I want her.
Fantastic.
Come on, Hankerson. Stand on the X. Judge Lerner.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Hankerson. What?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
Hey, I'm not too good.
Yeah. I understand. You have been arrested on one count of battery. I did find probable cause. You do have a bond. It's set at $500. Give me 1 second. I just want to refresh. All right, thank you very much. There's no
Judge, can we
contact, direct or indirect. Thank you, sir. And Betty
Judge.
Rawls. Yes?
Oh, Betty Rawls.
Come on, Betty.
Betty Roll.
Betty. Miss Rawls?
Betty Roll.
Miss Rawls, you have been arrested on one count of petty theft.
Okay.
Oh, there she is.
I did find probable cause. This triggered a violation of probation on a felony matter, and you will be seeing your division judge on Wednesday at 9 a.m. and bond is set on the petty theft at $100. Thank you. These are all. I think I'm up to Malcolm Finlay.
Mr. Finley is here present, Judge, at Maine.
Thanks. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
And sir, you've been arrested on one count of possession of cannabis under 20 grams. The rest of these counts are all civil traffic matters. I did find probable cause. If you were interested in resolving your case this morning, you can. The offer of sentence would be a withholding of adjudication, no adjudication, no conviction. Court costs, and I can give you time to pay and take judicial notice of time, sir.
Respectfully, Your Honor, he appreciates the court's offer, but he's looking forward to his day in court.
Okay, that's fine. He does have a bond, and it's set at $100. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Jose Garcia.
Garcia, are you here? Judge, Mr. Garcia is going to require a Spanish interpreter.
Okay, I'm going to have to pass because we have a couple of individuals that need the interpreter.
Judge, can we call Mr. Andrew Hightower? He's on page 16. respectfully.
Because
If we could just call him out of turn, he's just a couple pages down.
is he?
So yes.
He's having a hard time.
I'm just trying.
Very hard, John.
I just think it would be better.
Sure, of course. Mr.
Thank you, Judge.
Hightower, good morning. And sir, you have two outstanding, is this right, State? Maybe you could just add charges, one for burglary unoccupied, one for grand theft. There's a $1,000 bond as to each add charge, and that's it.
Sure. $1,000. Okay. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Judge.
Sure. Matthew Major,
Mr. Major, come on up.
municipal ordinance, 1001. Yeah, 101. Good
Let her
morning.
know if you want to resolve it.
I would like to resolve.
Okay, that's not a problem. It's a municipal ordinance. I would just offer him a withholding of adjudication, no adjudication. Maybe just don't go back. I don't know, where was that? Was that a park, a bench, a sidewalk?
Brandon Penn?
Do you
It was on a
remember?
bench.
Oh, what?
It was in Hallandale, on a bench outside of a
okay,
building.
so noted. All right, thank you. You're all set. And I
Thank
don't
you.
have any costs.
God bless you.
Sure.
So I'll be released?
Yes.
Thank you.
Sure.
God bless you.
And Brandon Bynes?
Mr. Binns is here present, Judge at Maine?
Yes. Let's start with the he's got a purge order for $300, I guess, for child support. He also might have missed a couple of court dates for driving while license suspended or revoked. If you give me a moment, I'll look at that.
Yes, Judge.
The record overall, respectfully, is a good record. You know, it's just that child support and some financial issues. There's nothing serious or no related priors. So if he wants to resolve these cases, he can. I'd offer him withholding of adjudication on both, or he can try to bond out if he wants to take advantage of the initiative. But that's up to him.
Let the judge know what you want to do, sir.
I do adjudication.
You want to take the withholding of adjudication?
Yeah.
Okay, just don't drive, obviously, without a valid license, correct? Now, don't forget, you still have that purge, so if you can't make that, you'll have to see a magistrate, okay? For the child support, all right?
I couldn't pay that. Couldn't have somebody pay it for me.
Yeah, I think you can, sure. Sure. Thanks.
Take care, sir.
Good. Good. Doing well. Tristan Andrews, Municipal Ordinances.
Good morning, Your Honor. George Odom on behalf of Mr. Grant seeking appointment.
And you are appointed.
North Broward.
Oh, let me just get there. Good. Good morning, Mr. Andrews.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm just going through alcohol withdrawals.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Are they helping you?
Yes, they are.
Okay, fantastic. This is, give me 1 second. This has to do with one open container, one trespass. Counsel has been appointed for you. Were you interested in resolving your case if that's possible? Counsel?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sure. And then, if you need some medical care with regards to detoxification, you can go right to BARC, correct? Did you know that?
Yes.
Okay.
They told me.
Okay.
They did tell me.
All right, excellent. And so just a withholding of adjudication on both. I'll convert any costs for him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Good luck, sir. Feel better. Edwin Hilario.
Good morning. Conti.
Thank you. Good morning, counsel.
Clark Strandell with Mike Gottlieb. Your Honor, so the court's aware yesterday we had hearings in front of Judge Merrigan on Mr. Hilario's counts. I brought forward documentation regarding forensic psychologist.
Thank you.
He was released on all his counts, ROR, to First Step Sober House, with a condition that he be taken to Henderson with a SCRAM device with an electronic monitor on level 2 house arrest. And then he was at charge last night. So that's why we're here. So I would ask if Your Honor would consider the same.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. There's no way I'm doing that. I don't agree with it, and I'm not doing it. Just letting you know.
Would you want to put it on for Judge Merrigan's
Yeah,
docket Monday
I mean,
or
I'm not
Tuesday?
doing that. If Judge Merrick,
Can't set it from here. You have to go to the J and have.
I'm not in agreement with that
Okay.
at all.
Ma'am, is this
What-
a case from Cold Springs?
I didn't
Because
hear
I
what you
think-
said, Mr. Hilario, and please
This
stay
ad
quiet.
charge is the breaking and entering allegation into Tropical Acres Restaurant.
Tropical Acres Restaurant.
Mr. Hilario, like I said, remain quiet.
Don't talk,
Okay.
sir, okay? I am very confident that Judge Merrigan will be consistent in his order. I'm just letting you know, I'm not comfortable with
I
that.
understand.
And that's all given the totality of everything and the nature of those offenses, I'm not really comfortable.
Okay, Your Honor, I believe one is set at $1,000, one is set at $100, and the other one has not been set. Is that correct?
1,000.
1,000?
Yeah.
So 2,100.
Yes.
Thank you much, Your
Sure,
Honor.
of
I
course.
appreciate your time.
I'll be bonded out, Clark. Clark, I'll be bonded out, so I can still go to first step.
Yes, I understand. Thank you.
Your Honor? Okay. Your Honor?
Yes.
Are we still waiting for regional counsel this morning?
I called them.
Because I just have the guy.
Yet.
So
I
just
did
have him
call
sit.
their office. Sorry.
Okay, I didn't know what to do with the inmate.
Just hang on to him until I'll have my assistant call again.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Who was that we were waiting on? Do you know what? Is Joe moving into the new building? Is Joe moving into the new building, you think?
She's over, they're walking over there now. They're probably over there.
Oh.
Yeah, these are done. You wanna take
Does
those?
She
anybody
said
wanna-
she and Dignan were going over.
Okay, because does anybody want to call regional counsel and ask them to come again? Because I called them about 20 minutes ago. Thanks. Henry Mitchell. Henry Mitchell.
Here, President Judge on Main.
Thanks. Okay, let me just see what this is. What is this?
I gotta look
Is
it
this
up.
an ad charge or you missed a court date?
Let me look.
It
That
looks
was
like
our
there's
question
a
as well.
felony capias on a 17 case. There's it looks like an ad charge of grand theft in the third degree. It's ad charge count number 3, and it carries a bond of $1,000. Thank you.
So it's an ad charge. Okay. Good luck, sir.
Charles Harris.
Mr. Harris?
Thank you. Mr. Harris, good morning. And this
morning.
represents counts 3 and 4. Oh, sorry.
And Judge, this is a medical reset. Well, he had a medical reset from yesterday, so we can, if you want to address counts 1 and 2.
Excuse me?
He's at the end of the docket also. with counts 1 and 2.
Do you want to address them now or address them at the end?
There's more paperwork. You should have that.
Oh.
He was a reset
Do
from
you
on
know-
counts 1 and 2.
Do you know where?
It should be at the bottom of your pile, Judge. All the way to the bottom. Third line.
Wait, I don't want to confuse my reset document. One second, he's got 2, I got it. Okay, I got it, thank you so much. I've got now everything, counts 1 through 4, they're bifurcated. With regards to counts 1, it's burglary, allegations of burglary, arrest for burglary, unoccupied conveyance, unarmed, 1 count of fraud, use of ID of another without consent. I did find probable cause on those 2 counts. You have bonds. Could I get some guidance with regards to bonds on the unoccupied
Yes, Judge.
conveyance, unarmed? Okay, if you could provide that information, I'd appreciate it.
173590, a robbery, and a 172768 MM10 battery. Additionally, he's been arrested in 2008 for possession of cocaine. He violated his probation on that.
Okay.
2011, a battery. That charge was ultimately dismissed. 2015, possession of PDP. I'll check to see the stat, or I guess the state is checking on the status of the two cases I gave you.
They're both filed pending. And Judge, I don't know if I heard, but in 2013 there was a burglary conveyance that was
Okay, I'm just
ultimately
asking,
dismissed.
whatever you think, state, just in terms of guidance, I'd appreciate any guidance.
Yes, Judge, and based on the priors, the state would be seeking a $15,000 bond.
I can't hear.
$15,000.
Judge, relating to Mr. Harris, he's 30 years old. At this time, he's unemployed. He's collecting disability. He does have mental health issues. His disability is about $600 a month. He lives with his mother. His mother works at Walmart. It's not a high-paying job, so therefore, that's the only person that can financially help him. Judge, we'd be asking you to set a reasonable bond considering his circumstances.
Okay, I'll set bond at 10,000 as to one. As to the first count, I'll leave the 1,000 as to two on the fraud. With regards to count 3, that's also a burglary unoccupied conveyance. That's a different count, unarmed. I'll set bond at 5,000, and a grand theft, and bond is set at 1,000. So with regards to the first 2 counts, total bonds are 11,000. With regards to the second, third, and fourth counts, those are total bonds are 6,000. So that's the total bonds. Thank you. No return, no contact. I have a problem with the next probable cause affidavit. I think there might be a mismatch on Moral Auxiliaire. I'm missing anything related to anything on this booking sheet. There's just no. I'm wondering what.
Do you have the probable cause affidavit?
All right. Judge, I'm sorry. Darrell Wilder? Mr. Auxiliary did inform me he has private counsel, Miss Regina Tamanakana.
Thank you. I'm just right now. The only thing I think the only thing I'm doing is count 4.
Yes.
That's all I'm doing, even though they have the other counts noted. I'm not responding to that.
Right.
I'm not
It's an ad charge.
Sure, you think she's available? All right, why don't we pass? We're going to see if your attorney is in the building.
All right.
All right? Thank you.
You can arrest her.
Yes, I'm listening. Oh, I guess I'm just going to keep going. Joshua Jacobs.
North
Yes,
Broward, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay. Mr. Jacobs, good morning.
Judge, I have a probable cause argument.
Okay, great. We saw you yesterday. We brought you back for this morning. So now we have, I think we have, is it one paper? Is it one package?
Yes, sir, it's 5 counts.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm just getting clarity. And, sir, you've been arrested on 1 count of resisting or obstructing without violence, 1 count of trespass unoccupied structure or conveyance, 1 count of burglary unoccupied dwelling unarmed, 1 count of grand theft, 1 count of the illegal use of a credit card to obtain goods under $300. And counsel, what did you want to argue, please?
Judge, the issue in this case is how were they able to identify that the credit card that was being used at the target was a victim's credit card?
Did it say, it just says illegal use of a credit card.
What I'm trying to say is they have to establish, I mean, even for probable cause purposes, that the credit card that was used, something on the credit card that says this is the victim's credit card, their name.
Give me one second. Well, it clearly gives context to that allegation. I would find probable cause on all counts. Give me 1 second, please. Prior statement.
There's one cheeseburger away from death.
Find his future in the horse. What's your future in the horse?
This is a 2016, a pending 2016 unlawful use of false name and identity in a loitering and prowling, case 16-3281 MM10A.
Just turn the lights on and stuff.
Other than that, I don't see any other local priors.
Out of Polk County, Your Honor, in 2014, there's a felony criminal mischief and burglary unoccupied structure. He was adjudicated on that. He was a juvenile, but he was treated as an adult.
He was direct filed on that?
Yes, Your Honor, that's the reason why I've announced it.
I see.
And he does have many other
Juvenile
that I will
involvement. Understood.
Judge, I could tell you that he's a resident of Broward County for 10 years. He currently works for a temp agency in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, sometimes works at Walmart, grass cutting, doesn't have much money in the bank, lives with his grandmother in Hollywood. He's been at that particular residence for a year. We'll be relying on his girlfriend to bond him out. Most they can afford is up to $500.
Thank you. Bond is set on count 1 at 100. I'll ROR on 2, 3,500 on the burglary unarmed, burglary unoccupied, excuse me, 1,000 on the grand theft, 100 on the false use of credit card. So it's 4,700. Thank you. Good luck, sir. No return, please, to that location. No contact, direct or indirect. Jonathan Birch.
Mr. Birch is here, present judge at Maine.
Thank you. Mr. Birch, good morning. And
Good morning, Mel.
I'm just trying to figure out what this is. Give me 1 second. Are these,
Not in custody, KP.
Not in cut. Thank you, but thank you very much. And just for the record, I did review the arrest affidavit in this particular case. I did find probable cause. You do have bonds as to 1 count of fleeing or eluding. It's $2,500. As to 1 count of resisting or obstructing without violence, it's $100. As to reckless driving, it's $100. As to leaving the scene of a crash, it's $25. So total bonds, $2,725.
Judge, the only thing Mr. Birch wishes to inquire is if his bond has been posted.
Sure, I'll ask. Do you know whether the bond has been posted? The Spanish interpreter is here, just for the record.
Christopher.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Not yet. Not yet.
Thank you very much, Judge.
You're welcome. And Madam Interpreter, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
And if you could raise your right hand, please, I'll put you under oath. And do you solemnly swear or affirm that you'll interpret from English to Spanish, Spanish to English, pursuant to a proper correct rendering from this court to the best of your ability?
I do.
Thank
Good
you.
morning. Solange Sands.
Thank you. First I have Jose Garcia.
Oh, Jose Garcia.
Alexis Rodríguez.
Toma. Señor Garcia, come on out. Are you working? Señor Garcia.
Mr. Garcia, good morning.
Buenos días, señor Garcia.
Mr. Garcia, you've been arrested on 1 count of disorderly conduct, intoxication, basically disorderly intoxication.
Señor García, usted se le arrestó debido a un cargo de comportamiento indebido. Es por estar alcoholizado. Básicamente es alcoholización.
I said all that. And 1 count of trespass.
Y un cargo de entrada ilegal.
Thank you. And you do have a bond, and it's set at $25.
Tenemos
So you might
fianza.
want to bond out.
Tenemos fianza para usted, es $25, así que quizás que quiere pagar y salir.
All right, thank you.
Ok, gracias.
That's it.
Judge, 1 second. I just want to ask him if he needs a phone order. That's all.
Sure.
Judge, we'd be asking for a phone order.
Sure, it's granted.
Thank you.
Alexis Rodriguez.
Oh, Judge, he declined the service as public defender.
So noted. But he does speak Spanish, correct?
Alexis Rodríguez, ¿usted habla español?
Sí.
Mr. Rodriguez, I'm going to advise you not to say anything.
Señor Rodríguez, le voy a avisar que no debe decir nada.
Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Cualquier cosa que diga puede y será usado en su contra.
This is a very limited hearing.
Esta audiencia es bastante limitada.
I'm simply advising you of a probable cause finding, whether or not I find probable cause.
Solamente le estoy dando una notificación de motivo fundado y ver si yo estoy de acuerdo con el motivo
And
fundado.
providing information with regards to a bond.
Y le voy a dar información sobre su fianza.
Do you understand?
¿Usted entiende?
Sí.
Yes.
Thank you.
Gracias.
1 second.
Un segundo.
You have been arrested on one count of violating a injunction, a protective order.
A usted se lo arrestó sobre un cargo de violar las condiciones de un interdicto, una orden de protección.
And I did find probable cause, and the state would like to say something.
Your Honor, he does have a pending domestic violence case in front of Judge McHugh, case 17-1688 MM10A.
I want to make sure she.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. We always go. So do you want to start again and maybe
Yes.
do it in sequence?
Yes.
Okay.
Judge, he does have a pending domestic violence battery in front of Judge McHugh.
Stop.
Veo que hay motivo fundado. De acuerdo al Estado, usted tiene pendiente un caso de violencia doméstica en frente de la jueza McHugh.
Case 17-1688 MM10A.
Es el caso 17-1688 MM10A.
And I just wanted to advise the court that it is the same victim in the domestic violence case and the injunction.
Y le dejamos saber al tribunal que la víctima es la misma, desde el caso de violencia doméstica y de la violación del interdicto.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that information.
Gracias, muchísimas gracias por esa información.
I'll sit. Sir.
No, venga,
Sir,
señor.
I'm
Vuelva.
not done yet.
Señor,
I'm sorry.
Sí.
We're not done yet.
todavía no terminamos.
I'll set bond at $15,000.
Le voy a dar una fianza de
Absolutely
$15,000.
no contact, direct, indirect with the alleged victim.
Prohibido completamente comunicación con la víctima, directo, contacto directo o indirecto.
In the event he bonds out,
Y eso es si usted puede pagar la fianza para salir.
he will be supervised under pretrial release.
Va a estar bajo la supervisión entonces del Departamento de Previo Juicio
Under GPS monitoring,
y va a tener un monitor de GPS.
absolutely no contact,
Prohibido
direct or
completa.
indirect.
Prohibido completo comunicación con la víctima, directa o indirecta.
With a 500-yard restriction.
Y debe mantener una distancia de 500 pies.
And no firearms, no weapons of any kind.
No puede tener, no puede portar ningún tipo de arma de fuego.
All right, thank you. Good
Okay,
luck.
gracias, buena suerte.
Carrie Moranen. Carrie Moranen. Hello.
Judge, that was just on
Oh, that's
recall.
not Spanish. Oh, sorry. So,
Judge, if you, it
is
does
that
appear.
it on the Spanish, or do we have Bertha Cahoos? Is that Spanish?
No,
Or we-
those were both recalls for me to look into.
Okay, I think that might be it, unless you want to make an announcement.
¿Alguien más necesita los servicios del intérprete?
BSO
Por favor,
confinement
ponerse de pie.
question.
I think that's it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, Your
So
Honor.
what do you want me to do on any recalls that are you ready on?
We can take care of Moranen, Carrie. That's the one with the two two counts of battery.
Yes.
It appears that there just should be PC for one count.
Okay, so that one's fine then.
Set it at $5,000 earlier.
Okay, got it. So no, that's been,
So you are on her own council judge.
yes, okay, great, sure. And what were we doing on Cahoots?
I just need to speak with Climate real quick.
Okay. And I think this one is done. Is this one done? I don't remember.
No, you're getting ready to call them.
Oh, thank you. I think we're doing well. What did they say at Regional Council? Did they say anything?
Conflict council said they're sending somebody.
Oh.
And I'll be back. In your case, I texted Regina. Just to let her know he was on the phone, so I
Oh,
didn't hear back.
did not, okay.
Judge, we can go back on Bertha Kajust.
Okay.
It appears that there is there was an out-of-state VOP. It looks like they probably arrested her and then charged the VOP. They didn't realize there was a VOP, so that's why they charged it. So they
Okay.
arrested her on the.
Where is she though? Does anybody know where Bertha Cahus is?
I think she's.
We have no more females here at Maine.
I see. You think she should be at Paul Ryan? Is anybody at Paul Ryan? No. Not at North Broward. What?
Paul Ryan, do you need me to get back, Miss Bertha?
Yes, please. Yes, we never magistrated her.
Give me 3 minutes. She'll be
Okay,
back.
I appreciate that. I'll circle back. Thank you. Okay, so morale auxiliaire. Is that a recall?
He's approaching. This is the gentleman, I believe, that had private counsel.
Oh, Mr. Auxiliary, I'm not sure if she's in the building, but we've notified her, but I do need to magistrate you. You have been charged with 1 count of robbery without a firearm or a weapon. I did find probable cause. This represents count number 4, and I would set a $1,000 bond. Thank you. Hello. Yes. Yes. And who is that? Is he with Regional Council? He's on the wheel. Michael Feinsilver represents Mr. Yes. So he might be a wheel attorney. Not with Regional Council. All right, well, that's good information. Thanks, Joe. I know you are. Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. Okay, do you know who that is? I don't know who that is. All right. So.
All right, Miss Cahus is back.
Oh, very good. Thanks. Thank you very much. Okay, we're ready to proceed on. So, as to count 1, all I'm doing now, I'm not focusing on count 1. I'm only focusing on advising her that she has a violation of probation matter, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you have a violation of probation, and that's a no bond hold, and I'm not sure, is that in Florida or out of Florida?
I think it's out of Florida. I believe it's out of Florida. It says holder status, other state, so I think it's not in this state, Your Honor.
They're saying that count 1 is.
I'll tell you now.
not for me, that I'm only doing count 2.
It is? I only have count 2.
Yeah, count 1 is, case number 17.
Okay.
I don't have it.
On May 3rd, let's see, the above subject was arrested for an NIC capias for committing the criminal offense of failure to redeliver a hired vehicle. So there was an outstanding capias on that particular case, and that is a felony matter for 17-004-250. And there is a $1,000 bond on that particular capias. So that's the story as to count 1. And there is a violation of probation pending. That is a no bond hold, and I apologize. I just don't know when that hearing's going to be held, but it's going to be held somewhere. You may have more information than we do, actually, whether it's in the state of Florida or outside the state of Florida. I apologize. I just don't know the information. But you do have an outstanding violation of probation hold. All right. Thank you very much. It's all the information I have. Kevin Bent. Anybody?
Your President Judge at Maine.
Thank you. Sir, good morning. And you have been arrested on 1 count of resisting or obstructing without violence, 1 count of loitering or prowling. I did find probable cause that did trigger violations of probation or community control, and you will be seeing your division judge on Monday at 8:30 a.m. Thank you very much.
Judge, we're going to require a photo order.
Sure, of course.
Thank you.
And I'll set bonds of 100 on each of them, misdemeanor, please. Glenn Amara.
That'd be North Broward, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. And, sir, you have 2 outstanding violation of probation matters, and you are going to see your division judge on Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. There's also an outstanding misdemeanor capias traffic matter, but you need to take care of your probationary matters.
Can I ask for time served for the traffic matter, please?
You could ask for that, but that could have negative implications on any potential sentencing on the probationary matter, so that might not be in your best interest.
Okay, Your Honor.
Thank you so much. Charles Thomas.
Mr. Thomas is approaching. He's here at Maine.
Thank you. Mr. Thomas, you also have an outstanding violation of probation matters before Judge Bailey, and your hearing is set for Monday at 9 a.m. Thank you. Darrell Wilder.
He's here at Maine.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. You have an outstanding violation of community control matter before Judge Lynch, and your hearing is set for Tuesday at 9 a.m. Thank you. Gartrell Tolbert.
Pick up, magistrate.
Thank you. And Mr. Tolbert, you have been, I think this is an out of custody capias?
Yes, Judge.
What is it? Yes. For 1 count of burglary with assault or battery. I did find probable cause, just asking for some guidance,
Judge,
please.
this is a punishable by life felony. I do have a copy of the victim sworn statement and supplemental report. State would be asking the court to find proof evident presumption great and hold him no bond.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'll set bond at $25,000, put him on pretrial release, ELO, level 2, no contact, direct or indirect, no weapons, ammo, firearms of any kind. Thank you. Brandon Guietto.
North Broward.
North Broward, thank you.
Oh, North Broward.
Are you Mr. Guerrero?
Yeah.
Sir? Thank you. You have a violation of community control hearing that's set for Monday at 9 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Charles McCoy.
Judge, I don't have a police report on him.
There's not one scan in the system. I can give you a copy of mine if you want to look at.
On the
Well,
That's all I
I
have.
would like.
Do you want me to pass?
Yes, Judge, I need to read because it's a very serious offense. Can I photocopy it?
Sure.
I need it.
Yeah, of course. Why don't we pass so you can get prepared for that? Because there's serious allegations.
Thank you, Judge. We'll put on recall.
Of
Have a
course.
seat, Mr. McCoy. On recall.
Jermaine Dozier.
He's here at Main, Judge.
Thank you. And, sir, you've been arrested on 2 counts of driving under the influence. The second count is with property damage or injury to another. 1 count of driving while license suspended or revoked habitual. So I'm going to need to get some predicate on that. 1 count of refusal to submit to a DUI test. And there is an outstanding felony capias on a felony driving while license suspended or revoked as a habitual offender out of Judge Bober's division. That's showing no bond. There's also 2 outstanding felony violation of probation pretrial warrants, and those are also no bond holds. I did find probable cause as to the new offenses and the setting bond as to the DUI offense at $2,000 as to count 1, $1,000 as to 2, and I just need clarification as to 3.
Judge, the state would ask the court to consider a higher bond on count 1. He was out on pretrial release for felony DWS and aggravated fleeing and eluding, and he did commit. This is his 3rd DUI within 10 years. He continues to drive. He's
Well, he's being held no bond on 3 other cases.
Right, Judge. I just asked. I would be seeking a $25,000 bond on count 1, based on
Judge,
his.
he's being held no bond, so.
Yeah, I think we're good. All right, thank you very much. I think that's fine. Rolando Sagaro.
He's here approaching Judge at Main.
Thank you so much. Mr. Sagaro, sir, you have 4 outstanding violation of probation matters. Each is a different case. You are going to see your division judge on May 10th at 8:30 a.m. Thank you.
Good luck, sir.
Anthony Boggs.
Mr. Boggs, come on up.
No problem. That's fine.
Judge, my understanding, Mr. Boggs currently serving a prison sentence.
Okay, thank you.
It's set to conclude September 26, 2021, so he's in custody.
Oh. Okay. I'm kind of can't get my head wrapped around these, but okay, I'm sorry. These are older matters, is that what you're saying, that haven't been magistrated?
Well, he's being magistrated today. As far as purposes of bond, he's still serving a prison sentence. That's why I just wanted to let you know, Judge.
So, as to count 1, possession of weapon or ammo by a Florida felon. Count 2, burglary, unoccupied structure, unarmed. Counts 3 and counts 4, grand theft auto. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 counts of burglary, unoccupied conveyance, unarmed. Total bonds are $7,500. Just for the record, this is out of Judge Rothschild's division. In an abundance of caution, I'll go ahead and make a probable cause finding, but they do have also attached warrants for his arrest. Thank you.
What was the bond on count 1? You said it?
Oh, you know what? I didn't say that. I apologize. $5,000. Total bonds $12,000.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Ryan Otero.
Mr. Otero, I've been advised is in regular court, Judge.
Thank you. Tyrone Peterson.
Mr. Peterson, come on up.
Tomorrow?
And Mr. Peterson, you've been arrested on 1 count of possession of cocaine. I did find probable cause. You do have a bond of $1,000. There's also one count of drug paraphernalia. I found probable cause. I would ROR on that. That he does have an outstanding misdemeanor capias with 500, so total bonds are 1,500. Thank you.
Judge, I'm ready on Mr. McCoy if the court wants to go forward on.
Give me 1 second. Let me just find it. Could I, before we go, on Mr. McCoy, it's showing no bonds.
Right, Judge. That was based on the warrant signed by Judge Davis, or not Judge Davis, Judge Williams. I'd ask the court to just adopt Judge Williams's bond recommendations.
Mr. McCoy, come on up.
That's while he is legally entitled to a bond on count 1 and 2. Count 3 is the Burke bat. The state would be moving.
All right, I just trying to clarify that was Judge Williams.
Right, and I'd ask the court to adopt his bond.
Right.
Judge, I would argue that in order to hold him no bond on the burglary with the assault and battery, the state has to establish that proof is evident and its presumption is great as required by the Florida Constitution. They have to either move with the affidavit, testimony, that the standard is higher than beyond a reasonable doubt, which they haven't done so. We would ask the court to set a reasonable bond as to count 3, which he's legally entitled to a bond.
Well, they've attached the affidavits for arrest.
Well, the thing is, with the contents of the affidavit would be sufficient to establish probable cause. That's when the arrest warrant was presented to Judge Williams, he determined probable cause, not proof evident presumption great.
Well, Judge,
which is a higher standard, which they have the burden in establishing.
And when signing a warrant, you're not there to establish proof evident presumption great, but that doesn't in and of itself mean that it can't be within the warrant. Just because the burden for the affidavit's probable cause doesn't therefore mean that there can't be proof evident presumption great.
And just for the record, let me just go ahead and start magistrating him, and then I'll address that issue of the no bond, if you don't mind. First of all, sir, you have been arrested on one count of sexual battery of a victim over 12 years of age, special conditions. Count number 2, aggravated stalking after injunction for protection of domestic violence. One count of third count, burglary with assault or battery. One count of grand theft. One count of resisting or obstructing without violence. One count of driving while license suspended or revoked. Now, we've gone through all week, much discussion and debate. You weren't here, I apologize, but we have. As a matter of fact, I held a hearing yesterday with regards to making a judicial finding of proof evident presumption of great. This particular package of data and information and affidavits is very, very detailed, just for the record. I'm satisfied with what has been presented to this court with regards to proof evident presumptive great. These are very, very serious allegations with significant level of allegations of violence and risk. And I will go ahead, I'm going to affirm Judge Williams' bond orders of no bonds as to counts 1 through 3, and $1,000 as to count 4, $500 as to count 5, and $1,000 as to count 6, as ordered by Judge Williams. Thank you very much.
Judge, respectfully, I understand that the court ruled as far as no bond hold, but I know, and I believe even the state's in agreement as to count 1 and count 2, he is entitled to a bond.
Okay,
he
I'm
won't
not
be going
arguing.
anywhere.
Object for the record. I'm moving. Please object for the record. I've ruled. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Made my findings for the record. Thank you. Christopher Gastoni.
Gastoni?
Thank you. Sir, good morning. And sir, you have been arrested for 1 count of driving while license suspended or revoked. I did find probable cause. That in turn triggered 4 violations, 4 counts of violations of probation and or community control. And you'll be seeing your division judge on Monday at 9 a.m. Thank you. Ellie Kraus. Almost done. Good morning.
Here, President Judge.
Thank you. Sir, you have been arrested on one count of grand theft. I did find probable cause. You have a $1,000 bond.
For the next trip.
That's
Thank you, Judge.
maybe no return to that place of business. Jeffrey Esperance? Esperance?
Here, President Judge.
Thank you. So you've been arrested on 2 counts, one for possession of misdemeanor cannabis, one for tampering or fabricating physical evidence. I did find probable cause. You do have a bond. It's set at $1,000.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir. Andre Richter.
Mr. Richter.
Outside, man.
Good morning, sir. So you have an outstanding violation of probation matter. You will be seeing your division judge on Monday at 9 a.m. Thank you.
Good luck.
Moses Washington. I'm going to be
Mr. Washington.
asking for some priors.
He's here, President Judge, I mean.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Sir, you have been arrested on 1 count of burglary with assault or battery. And I was going to just request information with regards to prior.
He's got a 2011 robbery attached with a grand theft, a 2008 battery, a 1990 robbery with a firearm, a 89 aggravated battery, and an 88 robbery, burglary, petty theft.
Thank you. And I will set bond at $7,500 in the event he bonds pretrial release, ELO, and no return to that location, no contact, direct or indirect, with an alleged victim.
Your Honor, the state would object to that bond. This is a punishable by life felony. State would be asking for the court to order no bond. And if you're not going to order the no bond now, if we can have 24 hours to reset to provide more information to the court.
Judge, the information there is to establish probable cause. Are they asking to establish proof of evidence presumption?
I'm fine with that bond. Thank you very much. Let the bond stand, please. I'm fine with
Judge,
that.
could you sign a photo order?
I'm sorry?
Could you sign a photo order?
Yes, of course.
Would Your
Thank you,
Honor add a
Judge. Appreciate it.
GPS to the bond? You did? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
PTR with the yellow. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Absolutely, I did. Joshua Williams. Is that you, sir? Boy, you've been waiting all morning, huh? All morning. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just refresh myself. Mr. Williams, can you give...
Yes, Judge.
Okay, first of all, his father is here. And I'm going to just make a request that I always make, and that's please don't discuss any facts or anything like that. I don't want anybody's rights to be compromised, correct? And just give me 1 second, please. So, State, it looks like there was an arrest warrant. Is that what was issued by Judge
Yes.
Merrigan? Mr. Williams, sir, you have been arrested on 1 count of distribution or delivery of cocaine. Give me 1 second.
Judge, I did have an opportunity to speak with his dad. I'm not arguing probable cause, but the $10,000 bond is a bond that his father clearly can afford. If you want to ask him questions, he's available to answer questions. That's the ties to the community.
I was also going to ask the state, If, what the priors are in this particular case, if there's any priors?
I don't
of
have
this
any local priors. I don't know if.
Madam, if you could help me.
First,
I'm sure the defendant is 20 years, so when he has no other adult priors.
The allegation of this offense, I'm just going to read it, just a very small portion to the family. Of this arrest warrant that was issued by one of our circuit judges. And I don't want you to say anything, I just want you to listen. On December 13, 2016, Williams sold a small piece of crack cocaine, weight 0.1 gram, in exchange for $20 U.S. currency, contrary to Florida statute 893.13 1A1. That's a distribute, deliver cocaine, and then bond is set at $10,000. So what bond amount do you think the family is able to make, either cash or through surety?
can you auto him to me?
No, I cannot do
I
that.
could maybe come up with a couple $100, like $300 or $400.
Judge?
I'm listening.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's exactly what I was going to ask. $3,000 bond. He's working. He works at
Can you do that?
McDonald's.
Yes, ma'am.
He's saying he could do that.
Perfect. Thank you, Judge.
First of all, I just want to say, again, very early in the court process, correct? And I don't know, who knows ultimately how. I don't think an information has been filed. Has it been filed?
Let me double check.
I'm just trying to see where it is and in the process to give you as much information as I can. Does your son work or go to school, or
At night.
No, Judge, it hasn't been filed.
what does he do?
Works at McDonald's at night from 11 to 6.
Okay.
He's been with me since November, so I don't know how this here came upon.
Yeah, don't talk about it. So my suggestion, just to add a little bit of protective accountability, is I wouldn't mind seeing him. I'm going to reduce the bond significantly, if you don't mind. I'll reduce it to $2,000. But I do want him on pretrial release, just standard. He can work, he can do his thing, but I do want him to know that there's some oversight as this case moves forward, correct? In any which way it may or may not move forward, but nothing's been filed as
Actually,
of yet.
I'm sorry, Judge. 17. I want to know.
Or maybe it has, I don't know.
There is a case number, and I believe
All right.
it has been filed, Judge.
Okay, so it looks like it has been filed. Do you want me to go ahead and make a PD appointment, or can you afford a lawyer, or
When I get with him, we are.
you'll discuss all that? All right, thank you very much. Well, good luck. And I would set bond at $2,000 with pretrial release. Obviously, no standard reporting. Obviously, no new criminal offenses, correct? No alcohol, no intoxicants. Keep an eye on him, correct? Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Christopher Staley. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, thank you. Sir, you have been arrested on one count of possession of heroin, one count of possession of cocaine, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia. I did find probable cause. You do have bonds, and they total $2,100. Are you able to bond out?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Dimitri Fanor or Fanor? Phanor.
He's here.
Thank you. Good morning. And sir, you
Good morning.
have been arrested on one count of fraud, attempted use of identification of another without consent. I did find probable cause. You do have a bond. It's set at $1,000. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
James Darbows.
That's North Broward, Your Honor.
Oh,
Come on in, James.
fantastic. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, you have been arrested on one count of driving under the influence, driving while license suspended or revoked, excuse me. As a habitual offender, I would just need some clarification as to priors. Maybe the state could help me. I don't have a driving record.
You want the driving record?
Yes. And it's 2 counts because there's 2 alleged victims.
And Ashley,
Don't comment.
Ashley.
Don't say anything.
Wait.
Ramsey, food card. Girls, right down there, right there. That's true, Mr. Guerrero, Mr. Amara, Mr. Jacobs.
Just, I would argue it should be 1 count of habitual.
Is it a chain reaction? I'm trying to understand. Oh, it's in the predicates in the affidavit, excuse me. The predicates in the affidavit.
That's a cheap one.
Yeah.
I would, counsel, I would agree with that state.
Judge, I'd agree as well.
Okay,
it's
fine.
the same offense state, so.
Yes, it's the same transaction. So I would find no probable causes to count 3, ROR him on count 3. And his violation of probation hearing, because it did trigger a violation of probation, is going to be on Monday at 9 a.m. And there is a $750 bond as to the driving.
Which
matter.
count is there no PC on? Does it
3.
matter? 3? Okay.
Yeah, I just made it.
Thank you.
Decision.
No, you have a no bond still. You got to see your judge on Monday. She just
Thank
give
you.
me a
You're
court
all
date.
set. Thank you, sir. Good luck. Lioness Williams. Lioness Williams.
Medical loan, Judge?
Thank you. Brandon Wheeler. Brandon
Mr. Wheeler's approaching,
Wheeler.
Judge. I've been advised he declined the service of public defender.
So noted. Thank you. Mr. Wheeler, sir, you have been arrested on 1 count of delivery of heroin within 1,000 feet of a schoolyard, church, park, or child care center. Give me 1 second, please.
No, it's right there.
It's long probable cause affidavit. I just want to check.
Where should I put it in the pile? Just leave it there? Okay.
And just for the record, at the very last paragraph, the allegation notes that it is within 1,000 feet of a city park, to it Rose's Garden City Park. So I just wanted to clarify on that. And you do have a bond on that. I did find probable cause. That bond is set at $7,500. However, that did trigger a violation of probation on a related offense. And you're going to see your division judge on Monday at 8:30. Thank you. Thank you, sir. And Torres Ramos, almost done.
He's here, main judge?
Thank you. Good morning, sir. And Mr. Ramus, you're going to see your division judge for 2 outstanding violation of probation matters on Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. And Robert Hewlett?
Mr. Hewlett's here, present judge and approaching at Maine.
Thank you. Sir, you have, I really, you've been arrested on 1 count of felony battery. It's a battery charge, and I'm not really following the felony battery part state unless maybe you could explain it to me. It seems that it's a felony, it's an enhanceable offense because it's the predicate within the arrest affidavit is indicating that he's already been charged with a felony.
He has a prior felony battery adjudication. I believe it was from 2000.
Out of Okeechobee County.
Yes.
And that is the dynamic.
That triggered this felony battery.
Of that, he does have a bond. His bond is set at $5,000. I would simply order no contact, direct or indirect, with the alleged victim. All right?
Thank you, Judge.
Sure. Bradley Rodriguez Cruz, or Cruz Rodriguez. I apologize if I messed that up. Sir, good morning. And you have been arrested on 3 counts, 1 for burglary, unoccupied conveyance, unarmed, 1 count of misdemeanor petty theft, 1 count of providing false ownership information for pawned items under $300. I did find probable cause on those counts. That triggered a violation of probation or community control. And you will be seeing your division judge Monday at 8:30 a.m. And I would set bond at $2,500 as to count 1. There's a $100 bond on 2 and a $1,000 bond on 3. Thank you. Almost. Misha Chang.
Mr. Chang, come on up.
Sir, good morning.
Good morning.
You've been arrested on 1 count of driving while license suspended or revoked, not having a valid registration over 6 months, and possession with intent to manufacture, deliver cannabis, which is a felony. Give me 1 second, please. And just for the record, I did find probable cause. You do have a bond of $1,000.
Judge, respectfully, if the state can confirm, I believe this is his first arrest. He advised me he just lost his job. If the state can confirm, would you consider reducing it to $500 bond on count 1?
I don't see any local priors, Judge. I don't know about anything else.
Could I just hear from pretrial, please?
It does not appear that Mr. Chang has any prior record.
Not in the house.
I don't have any objection to that. Could
Thank you, Judge.
Could he make that?
He's going to contact his cousin, and hopefully his cousin will be able to afford it. He lives with
I
his
don't
grandmother.
have any objections. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Brown, is he on my road? Yeah. On page 30.
Dion Brown.
Oh, he bonded, Judge.
Thanks. Almost done. Orvin Walker.
Mr. Walker's here approaching. He's at Maine. Judge,
Thank
he
you.
advised he declined the service of public defender.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Walker, you've been arrested on 1 count of carrying concealed firearm, 1 count of removal serial number from firearm, 1 count of exposure of sexual organs in public, 1 count of possession of cannabis misdemeanor, 1 count of resisting or obstructing without violence, 1 count of tampering or fabricating physical evidence, 1 count of fleeing or eluding law enforcement, 1 count of operating without a valid license. And just for the record, I have reviewed the affidavit. I did find probable cause on all counts. Your bonds total $5,825. Are you able to bond him out?
Your Honor, could you reduce the bond because he has no prior,
Could the bond be reduced?
prior,
Criminal.
I don't have no prior criminal record. It's
Judge,
my
I don't
first
see
arrest.
any, doesn't appear he has any local priors.
It's my first arrest.
Well, it's a doozy. What I would do, essentially, what kind of bond can you make? 2? I'll set bond at $2,000. I'm going to place him under pretrial release. No firearms, no weapons of any kind, no new criminal offenses, no driving without a valid license, no alcohol, no intoxicants, random screens. Do you understand, sir? I can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
So he's going to be supervised. 2,000 as to the carrying concealed weapon. You know what? What I'm going to do, let me just, could I spread it out a little bit? Do you mind? 500 as to 1, 500 as to 2, 500 as to 6, 500 as to 7. And our ROR and the others? Yes. Yes? Do you want anything more restrictive?
Mother, he's asking a question.
Who? What? Yeah, he can work. He can work.
So, one more question. What do I do now?
What? I don't know. I really
Yeah,
don't
it's the first time for us, so we don't know nothing about this.
I'm sorry, I'm not an expert on what to do. All right, good luck. Thank you, sir.
You're done.
Thank you.
You got a big break.
So I get free trial?
Well, you got to finish.
Carlos, we're almost done. A couple more. Carlos Sierra.
Mr. Sierra is here present, Judge, at Maine.
Thank you. Sir, you have been arrested on 1 count of grand theft auto. I did find probable cause. You do have a bond of $1,000.
Judge, respectfully, he's a single father. He's the primary residential parent of his daughter. He lives with his mom in Pembroke Pines. He works at it's called 2J's Gourmet Restaurant as a cook in Hallandale. He just finished paying off his daughter's daycare and the rent, which is $500 a month, which he shares the expense with his mom. He can't afford that bond. He's asking if you would consider reducing that bond significantly.
Yeah, and like next week Tuesday I get paid. Like, next week Tuesday.
Judge, it's an 08 resistant, 08 accessory after the fact, an 07 possession canvas with intent to sell, 2010 possession of cocaine, 2010
No, he's got a history.
dwelling.
Thank you. I'm going to let it stand. Thank you.
Would you sign a phone order then?
Yeah, of course. 2 more. Kevin Bain.
No problem.
Thanks.
That's North Broward, Your Honor.
I'm here. Hi, Mr. Bain.
How you doing?
Good, good. Sir, you have been arrested on 1 count of resisting or obstructing without violence, 1 count of tampering with evidence. I did find probable cause. That in turn triggered a violation of probation matter, so you will need to see your division judge. I just don't have that particular hearing date. I apologize, but it will be within the week. Next few days. Thank you. Gilbert Smith.
Mr. Smith is here, present judge at Maine. He has private counsel, Mr. Michael Gottlieb.
You know, I have not seen Mr. Gottlieb this morning.
I'm not sure he's aware that I'm in magistrate again, Your Honor.
If I could just, there's really nothing to address with this case.
Give me 1 second. The state's talking. Go ahead.
He was arrested back in March on one count of murder. Judge Davis found probable cause for attempt. As you're aware, there's no Florida statute for attempted murder, so when the state files it,
I see.
It sort of comes back and it triggers the jail to bring it back
Understood,
up.
to bring it back to.
And Your Honor, there's the probable cause,
I understand.
no bond from Judge Davis here. So
This is a technical advisement, essentially, just clarifying that it's an attempt charge. That's really what's happening. Nothing else is changing. No bonds are changing. There's no new added charges. Nothing like that. It's a clarification.
Okay, and when I came to magistrate at first, my attorney put in a motion
Okay,
to
well,
have
that's
my bond
before
here.
you're a division judge.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, good luck. All right,
All
that's
right,
a wrap. Anything else?
Your Honor?
Oh, wait a
Your
minute.
Honor?
I'm missing something. Oh, yes. Where is he at? Let me go ahead and magistrate him because we've done our due diligence, and we haven't been able to get counsel in at this juncture. This is an advisement, basically as to a change of charge from I think it's from, and I'll clarify with the state, battery of a second or subsequent offense to a change of charge. Oh, it's the other way.
an aggravated battery with a deadly weapon to just a second battery second offense.
Okay, and what was the bond on that?
It was $15,000 and no contact, so I'd ask that you adopt that bond back
Okay,
from
what's
Judge Murphy.
Are there other counts, or is this the only count?
One count, Judge. Right, and it comes back because he was arrested as a second degree, and then when we file it, it's a change of charge, so he has to come back.
I just want to say something. I don't have an affidavit.
I can pull one.
I
up
would
for
like
you.
to look at the affidavit just to clarify exactly what is going on with this back pattern. No, you can't. No, you can't. Of course, it's great seeing you. Thank you.
One
Oh,
moment,
that's right.
Judge.
We'll be back this afternoon. That's right.
1:30.
1:30. 1 second, sir. Whew.
I'll get it.
There's 2 copies, so it'll be about 10 pages. It's going to be 5 pages each. So I want to see one. Actually, I don't need one. I have it here. Just give her the first 5. I don't need the other 5.
Very smart. That's my next step.
That's all she needs. Doesn't need.
Are those comfortable? Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, and bonds will stand. Thank you very much, and good luck, sir. Thank you.
It?